So, Tryst's next step is to find this mantella or totem or... oh, I forget what it was exactly, but he's gonna go try to find it. And I believe the letter said that Lord Woodbourne, the guy who had the totem and who killed Lysandus, was betrothed to... I think the name was Elisana, and I actually know from Elder Scrolls lore that she is one of the people in Wayrest. So I think that's going to be our next stop. And I'll be honest, I know that she does give you quests, or she can, but I don't think I've done all of her quests before, so this may be a little bit new to me as well. Alright, let's turn this in. Praise Kinnereth! You have returned safely! Our seers already reported that the evil within the citadel of Huxley had been cleansed. You have done well in the service of the Temple of Kinnereth. Hooray! Alright. Let's go and do the next thing, which I guess for Tryst will be to travel to Wayrest and find Princess Elisana. So, it's probably going to take a while just to get there. Let's go recklessly, because we don't really want to spend too long going back and forth across the land. Let's see if we can talk to her at all. Okay, city's closed, so we have to scale the wall. Now, I'm not sure what will happen if we try to enter the palace at night. If we'll be able to get in or not. Okay, I don't know why we can't climb there. Try this spot. I mean, I think the game considers it a dungeon, but it is inside a city, so it might have certain open hours. So, you know what? Just from an RP perspective, I think it makes more sense to look for her during the day. So let's stay here the night. And today, let's have some wine. Very noble-like. And what time is it? 9 o'clock. We'll rest for 11 hours. And when we wake up, we should put on our noble clothes, our fancy formal stuff, and go over to the palace. So what was it? He used to have... oh, okay, there we go. So... yeah, like that. Because I don't think he's actually been attacked in Wayrest, ever. He's been given the cold shoulder from people who don't want to talk to him, but people seem to be fine now. So I don't think he's, he doesn't really have any reason to stay equipped and that kind of thing. So yeah, the palace is on the northeast side of Sentinel, as I seem to vaguely recall. So, over here. So we'll look for Elisana, see if she knows anything. Hopefully she doesn't mind that we killed her husband-to-be, but then again, this husband-to-be did kind of want to murder her father and all that, so somehow I don't think she's going to mind too much, hopefully. Of course, she could have been in it too. Maybe wanted to... No, who knows? Tryst is just going to be hopeful that she is... what's the word? Forthcoming. I think that's her, isn't it? Yeah, Princess Elisana. Let's talk to her. Nope, can't talk to her. I guess she doesn't want to talk to us after all. Okay. In that case... I guess those quests are not available to us because of the way we did things in, maybe? So instead, I guess the only other place we could go is the King of Worms. Is Tryst ready to do that, I wonder? I think so. Yeah. So what was the name of the place? I actually don't recall, but I know it's a bright orange dot on the map. Yep, Skurgabero. Let's go. He is going to, well, betray his distrust of magic, I guess, and actually go and seek out the King of Worms. Maybe he will have a clue. Yeah, the King of Worms didn't actually tell Tryst what he wanted exactly, or what he would offer. He just offered to have him visit. So I think it's this way. And I recall that the King of Worms isn't too deep inside this dungeon, so this shouldn't take too long, just to see what he wants. Let's sneak up and kill a zombie or two. Okay. Is this it? Oh dear, I actually don't remember anymore which way I'm going. Let's follow these skulls. Skulls are kind of promising. They're very King of Worms-like items, so... Let's go down here. Of course, it would be even better if the King of Worms offered him, you know, some way of getting in good with the nobility. So that's more directly what Tryst wants. Okay, nobody here really wants to talk to us, I don't think. Except the King of Worms himself. Tryst, I am so glad you answered my letter. I hope my messenger was gentle. You have been a loyal servant in the past. Not as loyal as my living dead, but far more versatile. My need involves the lowest depths of Castle Sentinel, and the reward is knowledge that only the dead can provide. Are you willing? Knowledge only the dead can provide. Well, at this point, Tryst is hopeful that this will have something to do with his quest, and maybe he'll be able to ask specific questions. So I think he'll say yes, because he's getting desperate, and he's a little bit open to this King of Worms fellow, surprisingly, after all the other things that have been going on. So he says, "How amusing. I am looking for the answer to a question. It doesn't exist among the living, but may exist among the dead. I want you to bring me back the ghost of Prince Carolus, the great-grandfather of the late King Cameron of Sentinel. Carolus was a sorcerer of no mean skill. He is now a lich, I looked up that word, deep in the bowels of the castle. I'm giving you a special scarab. If it is close to him when you destroy his physical body, his soul will be trapped in the scarab. Bring it back to me, and I will tell you a tale few mortals have heard. Alright. Then that's what we want. Does anyone else here talk to us? Somehow I doubt it. Yeah. Nobody here really wants to talk to us. Not sure if they're just undead or what their deal is exactly. I think I took a wrong turn. I definitely took a wrong turn. Okay. Oh! I don't have my armor on. Let's fix that up. Is that... Okay, those are just his pauldrons. I thought I saw armor coming out of his cape, and I was very confused for a second. Of course, it still looks kind of weird, but... anyway, it's Daggerfall. Maybe he made holes in the back of his cape, just to let his armor show through a bit, so people would be scared of him. You know. Actually, I don't think he usually wears that cape in dungeons, does he? Yeah. Okay, back is this way. Alright, so it looks like we're going back to Sentinel. Assuming we can ever get out of here.